Hey guys, it's Mike over at GreenStripe. In today's video, we're going to answer the question, what is a core aerator and why should you get it in your yard annually? So a core aerator is a machine that's gas powered. It's going to run over the top of your lawn and pull tiny cores from the surface to lay on top and break down in about 2 weeks. What is this process really going to do for you? It's going to do a couple things. It's kind of a win-win situation. During those dry times, it's going to allow water to get to the bottom of your root system. And during those really wet times, it's going to allow air to get to your root system, which are two very important components because we do know that your soil needs to be 25% air and 25% water. So if you've got one higher than the other, you're going to see some problems in the lawn. One other main thing that core aeration is going to do is going to allow nutrients to get to the bottom and feed the root system, which this is basically the only time this is going to get done. Everything else is going to be a surface feeding for the most part or a foliage feeding, and then it's going to translocate down to the root system. So this is the only opportunity we have to really get nutrients down to the bottom of the soil. I was able to date this process somewhere back to the 1900s with a mechanical aerator. It was a little tool that I found. It was pretty cool. Probably looks like a heck of a workout. This process is a heck of a workout, to be honest with you. I've done it many times. I would always recommend, if you do want to work out, go grab an aerator and run it around your yard. It's definitely going to be a sweat storm. So what happens? Why does this happen? This happens because particles of soil become very tightly knitted together. It could happen from clay soils. So you really want to break that up. And a great time to break that up is in the fall time when we core aerate the yards. What can this do for your yard? Well, it's going to do a lot for your yard. And the reason why, during this time, we recommend seeding the yard. It is a great opportunity to seed the yard only because seeds are going to fall in these holes. They're going to get attached to these cores. It's going to create much better soil to seed contact than just say throwing a bunch of seeds out in the yard. That's not going to do anything for you. So if you can create a little bit of an area or a little pocket where these seeds can fall into, and then you can also give it a little soil to seed contact with the core, that's a great way to gain soil to seed contact. So I definitely recommend it. Over here we use a variety of grass called tall fescue and a little bit of ryegrass as a cover crop or as basically a fast germinating crop. It's also got an aggressive root system, and these two varieties of seeds, I believe they work best in our area. They are an endophyte variety of grass, so it's going to help out with a lot of the issues that we're seeing today presently. But is there any negatives to core aeration and overseeding? Nothing on the overseeding side, but is there a negative to aeration? Yes, there is. There is one, or actually two, I think, small negatives to aeration. One of them is going to be that there may be weed seeds that are at the bottom, 2-3 inches down where this core is right here, where it's going to pull the base of it. And you may bring those up to the top and then they could germinate and become active. So that is one problem. The second problem is going to be that if you pull the core, if you open up your ground in the springtime, you could dry it out really fast, especially if it's kind of a dry condition. Going into summer, you definitely don't want to open up your ground. You're creating all kinds of issues. It's going to be very hard to cure itself. So there is a solution to that problem. And the solution to the problem is going to be, do not core aerate your lawn in the spring. Core aerating in the fall, when weed seeds are dying off, they're not really germinating. We're kind of getting those cool nights, which is leaving a lot of soil moisture in the ground and reducing the stress on the plant. And also the ground is becoming very active after the summertime. So there is a vigorously growing plant, which it could again cure itself much faster. So those are the two negatives. I don't think they're very big negatives at all, but there are negatives to the process, and I always like to tell you what the negatives are. So if you have any questions, I hope this video helped out a little bit on what the process is. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me, and I'll be able to answer them for you. If you want to know anything more about the grass seed or grass varieties we use, just give me a shout. I'll be more than happy to send you over a label so you can see what we're using over here. So yeah, as always, if you do like this video, like it, share it, and thanks for watching.